everyone, my name is Kate Marlowe and I'm a consultant with Limestone and I'm here to share a resource with you today. This is the resource. It is called Loose Parts, Inspiring Play in Children. The authors are Lisa Daly and Miriam Beloglovsky. The photography is by Jenna Daly and the publisher is Red Leaf Press. So this is a resource that would be of interest to you if you are an early years educator. So mostly kindergarten, but also early primary as well. And by the title, it is all about loose parts. So loose parts is this idea, if you're not familiar with it, that children will engage in more meaningful play through loose parts. So instead of having a particular toy that has one purpose, loose parts would be something that could turn into a multitude of things. So for example, a pile of rocks could become a delivery in a delivery truck, or they could become ingredients in a soup, or they could become a number of things. So that's the idea of loose parts, that they are things that could stimulate the child's imagination and become a multitude of different things. So this resource is basically, it does at the beginning, has a lovely introduction where it explains, chapter 1 is all about loose parts and explaining what it is, the origin of loose parts, and explains really clearly what loose parts are. And then it goes into physical development, social emotional development, the importance of play and cognitive development, and again just explains just the wonderful ways that loose parts can really stimulate creativity and play in children. So, and then it goes on to, starting in part 2, is just a wide array of gorgeous photos, actually, but it explains different parts of loose parts and how you would go about choosing or finding loose parts to have in your classroom. So the really important thing about this is, or the really great thing, sorry, is just the pictures. So what this does is it gives you really visual ideas of what loose parts are, what it means to have loose parts in your classroom, different ways that they can be used, how it stimulates creativity in children, and then it has little explanations as well as to what is happening, why different things were chosen, what children have chosen to do with different items. So beautiful pictures throughout the book. So as you'll see, it's not a heavy read at all. It's really a grab and go resource. It's also one that you can go back to again and again and again, depending on what you're searching for. So if you're looking for something to stimulate the sense of touch or the sense of sight, then it will give you specific ideas in that. I just want to read to you quickly, I should have started here, but just the dedication at the beginning of the story is something that if this speaks to you, then this perhaps would be a good resource for you. To all who value play, to all who tinkered as children, to all who cherish creativity, to all who advocate for preserving childhood. That's the dedication page. So that's just kind of really the idea that loose parts can be anything. And this book really explores the importance of loose parts, defines exactly what it is, why it is important for children to engage and play with loose parts as they are developing, and then gives you a multitude of ideas of things that you could use in your classroom. So that is the book there, and let us know if you have any questions. Thanks!